Hello everyone, welcome back to Fearless Fridays. Today is Friday, December 7th, and this is episode 10 of Fearless Fridays. That excites me. That really excites me. I'm excited that I've been able to share this consistently for 10 episodes for the past 10 weeks. And I'm also excited and thankful that many of you have chosen to tune in and watch and comment and share and join me. So wherever you're watching this from, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube or IGTV, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for watching consistently. And those of you who have commented or reached out to me and told me that you appreciate what I have to say, thank you very much. So today on episode 10, I want to share a little interaction that I had recently. So I had an interaction with someone who was in a position where this person was in a position where they needed me to do something for them, and I was pretty much the only person who could handle the situation and help them. And this is a person who I have not had a positive interaction with in the past. As a matter of fact, quite recently, it's been just a really negative interaction, really disrespectful, really just... The interaction has just been leaving a bad taste in my mouth consistently. But now we found ourselves in a situation where I was the only person who could kind of help in this situation. And I found that even in the midst of needing my help, this person still had a bad attitude. And I was like, how is it that you are in a situation where you need my help, where I'm pretty much the only person who can help you, and you still have a bad attitude? Like, you're still talking to me any kind of way, you're still rolling your eyes at me, you're still just giving me so much attitude and so much negativity. And, you know, when I first thought about it, I thought, what is that? I don't understand what that is. And the more and more I thought about it, the more and more I realized, you know, and of course I don't know the fullness of why that is. It could be different for every person. But I realized that it could be because of a level of pride that maybe this person had. And as I began to think deeper and deeper about pride, I thought, well, is there fear in that? Like, where is there fear in pride? Because I knew I was going to talk about this with you guys, and I figured, well, it doesn't have anything to do with fear, but I'm going to talk about this because it is an issue of pride. But the more and more I thought about it, I thought, yeah, there is a level of fear in pride, especially when we have so much pride that we talk negatively to people, we have a bad attitude with people, we just can't have a good interaction with somebody because our pride will not allow us to. And really what that is a fear of being disrespected, a fear of not being liked, a fear of being walked all over. And you know, right now we live in this clap back society, right? We live in this time where everybody feels the need to clap back. And I'm gonna tell her a thing or two, and I'm gonna tell her about herself, and I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna clap back. We live in that society because people are so afraid of being seen or perceived as weak. People are so afraid of being taken advantage of. People are so afraid of appearing to be weak or not appearing strong or competent or having the ability to carry something out, that they feel the need to clap back at every single thing that is said to them. They feel the need to respond to every negative thing that is said. And sometimes the negative thing or the situation isn't being said directly to the person, but they still feel the need to clap back. I'm gonna let her know. I'm gonna let her have it. You know what I'm saying? That's where we are in our current society. I could go on and on about that, and I won't. But I realized that this level of pride that would allow this person to continue to have a negative attitude towards me, even though I was the only person in a position to help them, that was a level of pride, and there was a level of fear there, of being disrespected, of being dishonored, of being, I don't know, confronted, or of being held to a standard, or whatever. It could be a fear of so many things. And so that's what I want to confront today. That's what I want to talk about. And you know, basically just say, we got to break this pride. We have to drop this pride. Because again, going back to that situation, I was the only person in a position to help this person out. And their pride and their fear behind their pride would not allow them to drop the attitude and just be regular, be nice. How many times in your life has your pride kept you from something good? How many times in your life has your pride kept you from something that is rightfully yours? How many times has your pride kept you from something you deserve? How many times? How many times have you felt the need to build a wall of pride and behind that wall hide your fear so that you could appear to be this strong person, this capable person? You could appear to be someone who was gonna clap back or tell somebody a thing or two. How many times has that kept you from something positive in your life? How many times has that kept you from a beautiful experience? Now, without going into too many details, I was able to talk it out with this individual, and we actually had a pretty decent conversation, and we were able to squash any beef. But I just think about the fact that that required not just that person, it required both of us to drop any level of pride, to tear down any wall of pride, to allow ourselves to be vulnerable enough. The vulnerability, I've talked about that before, but to allow for both of us to allow ourselves to be vulnerable enough to have a real conversation where we were able to come to an understanding. And that required both of us to drop the pride, to tear down any wall of pride, to unmask the fear, to be vulnerable, and to just be human, and to just talk. So that's what I want to encourage you guys to do today. Look at your life and look at your attitude. Look at the way you present yourself. Look at the way you respond to people. Look at the way you talk to people. Look at the way you come across, and ask yourself, is there any level of pride here? And what is the pride masking? Is it masking fear? Okay, what is the fear? And then that goes back to unpacking the fear, that thing I spoke about so many episodes ago, right? Unpacking the fear. That's what it all comes down to. Drop the pride, tear down the wall, unmask the fear, let the vulnerability show, and see what happens. See what beautiful experiences you can have in your life if you just allow yourself to drop the pride and to resist the urge to be petty and resist the urge to clap back, because it's not necessary and it doesn't help anyone. So that's what I want to encourage you guys today. As always, fear is stupid, so get out in the world and live, love, go, do, be. Happy holidays. The holiday season is here. I hope you're all enjoying the holiday season thus far. And I wish everyone happy holidays, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye. Let that pride go. Let it go. Bye.